Okay, hi, how you going? So we're back. Last week I put this very light wash of ink onto the covers, the three covers. I remember I said I would have done the three covers by the time you came to see me again, and I went with the second version of this because it just seemed a lot stronger on the corners of the book cover. So that's what that's done, and this one's done. So I'm also using these today as tests because I actually want to do some tests with the ink on these linen covered little book covers. I have found a packet of these gorgeous corners that I purchased from AliExpress, and I have put them on the corners, but I haven't actually made them stay just yet. They're just there. I think that makes it, yeah, they go nicely, but if I could find silver ones, I'd probably be happier. I did find some gold large ones that I was thinking I might put onto this, but it may not be possible. It might not fit, but you know, it might not suit, but that is an option later when we are doing that particular cover, journal cover. So with the ink, I've got a couple of brushes. I've got a tiny little brush that came with my calligraphy, this tiny little calligraphy set that I love so much. This little tiny little calligraphy set, this mini Japanese calligraphy set. I got the brush out of there. I do have one that's open, but I had to open that one because I couldn't find it, which is, you know, half my world at the moment. So I'm just going to do some intuitive scripting on here. And I'm not being too, you know, these are practices. They're just little tests, you know. So I'm not worried whether or not they actually look how I think they should look. Doing ink work on linen or probably on any material is actually quite difficult. It soaks up. I'm going to try this slightly bigger one on this one. It pulls a lot of ink out, even though it's set. Like the linen is set within the PVA glue. So I might just do a little bit down the other direction in black. All right, so that's just all I'm doing on those at this point in time. I will have a real think about that. So I am going to do some sort of ink work on the journal cover, obviously, but these two are sort of slightly different because they're not following the same theme, so they don't actually have to have red, gold, and all of that, so they can change. But I love having the ink work as a great to test on, although you could just test it on a normal piece of linen like I have here. Now the other thing I want to do is I actually want to see what happens to the high flow acrylic. So bear with me while I just shake this around for a second. And please note that my camera is actually, you know, I figured that one out. Takes me a while. I do get sidetracked very easily. I get more excited about my art than where my camera is. So I do apologize for all of that, actually. other people are so professional about that, and I you know, just get a little bit waylaid with my art. So I'm going to, because I probably will use this in some form, and I am going to just do a circle, I think, you know, some sort of large symbol. And it ran through. Okay, so it soaks up really well. It goes through. If you ever wanted to use it as a page, you know, in a book, just you know, the linen itself in a page, you would know that it actually goes through to the other side. The ink work does too. So anything like that goes through. I feel like something gold will probably go in the middle of that, and that will be enough. So this is without it being glued on. So what I want to do now is I want to actually see whether it reacts the same after having the glue. Not that, well, yeah, we could do that. It doesn't really matter. I mean, these are only plays. I do want to do something with that maybe just in this corner here. All right, let's just see. So it still spreads quite significantly onto the linen, which I would expect it to do. But you never know with these things. You've got to test, haven't you? You do have to test these things. We just clean the knob of that so it doesn't get all stuck up. All right. Now, anything liquid then is actually just going to be very porous and into this and not be what I'm looking for. The ink work is fine, and I will do the ink work. So which way do you want this to go? I'm thinking that way. I think this is the front. So I'm just going to and before I start, I am actually going to just test this new brush. It's a much bigger brush. Just want to see what the flow is like. Yes, okay. And I think that that's better. All right, so I just want to do a main structure down there. Just a small one on the spine. And as in the other one, I think I'll just do them on the diagonal. Okay. So we'll just see how that goes. We'll let that dry. While that's drying, I wanted to have a bit of a play with these ones with different pencils and so forth. can try this on the inside just to see how it actually works, but it actually works, I think, quite well. Maybe I might stick to this one being, since this is already red. Let's just do a bit of a drawing down there. And I think I just want those gold. Now, I don't really know how I'm going to make those just gold. I could. I do have this pen I wanted to try too. This gold pen. Or I could use paint. Maybe I might just see what happens if you draw. Colour Grandma's embroidery in gold with a gold pen. It's actually an acrylic pen. It's quite a dark gold, very antique gold. Okay, and this side I might just follow through, I think, with this gold. This here. But maybe I might change it up a little bit and change it to another colour. I have, I'll keep those as gold, maybe the little leaves. So I did save you a bit of time. So I thought that I'd turn the video off while I was just colouring in. That seems a bit time consuming for you. So I've just used the embroidery stitches actually as a guideline, and I've used this metallic markers to just highlight the areas. This one's bronze, so I've used bronze, gold, and the red. Now this is a it's like a wax. I can't remember the name of this. It's like a wax pencil. It draws on everything. There is a name for it, and it will come to me. So this one is I'm not going to do any more to this. This is actually all I'm going to do, I think. But it's simple. Please note that that they are very simple, very unusual for me. I'm trying really hard to keep that simplicity going. And I will be, although I think it really does need just a little black dot. Just a little black dot there. Okay. I will be leaving that one, and I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to do this with a different process. So I thought I'd do this one completely different. I'm working with pan pastels that I use with my own caustic work, and I'm just going to have a play with them and change the whole look of this, hopefully for the better. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Maybe get a blue sponge. And I'll try and keep on camera. I'm very, very, very bad at keeping on camera. Now I'm just going to change the background to a bit blue. I mean, obviously this is not in the themed one, so I'm just experimenting and seeing whether I can actually use pastels on linen. Do I have to seal them? Like, there's a lot of questions that I actually don't know the answers to. You may know the answers to them and go, Judy, that's silly, you can't do that. But, you know, they say in art you should just try everything and then you know what works for you. So I'm going to follow that through, but I'm going to do, maybe I might make these green leaves actually green. These pan pastels on my encaustic work are just so brilliant, but I don't do encaustic work all the time. I play with it and then it goes away because it takes up so much room. So it's nice to have another use for them. And I think this yellow, how about we go, oh, maybe we might do the background first. Follow through with the blue maybe. Slightly. Bit of blue. And then these particular pan pastels have fantastic pigment. They really, really do. They're gorgeous. I love them. Now I might have spray seal this one. Maybe that's what will seal them on the linen. I'm not sure, but I will try and I will tell you at the end once I've done that. Now we do have another couple of things that I wanted to try. I wanted to try, this is just a wax pastel. So I'm going to try the wax pastel compared to the one that the acrylic paint that we were using, and just see which one stands out or is more effective. This definitely goes on easily. Again, trying to keep that simplicity there within my work. I am trying. And I think I will put those corners on, but when I'm finished sealing or whatever I'm doing to those, I'll put those back on again. Okay, so and this. I'm so tempted, you know, Judy, with the temptation of doing more, but very much like the gold effect of that wax pastel. And the colours, very simple, very quick. Obviously, you don't have to use pan pastels. You can just use, you know, normal pastel pencil chalks. Now, I will see how that goes with rubbing off and, you know, so forth. I don't know how that goes. But, and also, you know, coming off of my hand and all that strange stuff. But I'm liking that. I'm liking the fact that that was so easy to add just a touch of colour to the background without doing very much at all. I might seal it and see if and I'll just see which sealer I would use. So we have both of these. As you can see, now let me see if I can get these on cam. So as you can see, the gold pen is probably not as strong as the gold wax. The gold wax seems to be actually, but it is slightly different. It's slightly different color, gold, yeah, and the yellow and this red, that red is just, you know, sensational, and so is the pencil. That won't move, but I'm unsure about these. They may move. So I'll get back to you on those.